Hey guys, this is Kaylee Cahoon from Smart Core Method, here to give you some tips on how to survive your achy lower back. Now in my private practice, I have clients that sometimes come in and they complain about an achy back. I'm not talking about a diagnosis where you have a herniated disc or a bulging disc. This isn't a medical issue I'm talking about, this is a life issue. Your achy back is tired, you've been walking all day, you've been standing on your feet, or you've been sitting all day. These are a couple of the exercises that I would give them to help alleviate that achy lower back. So the first prop that I use quite often is called the half foam roller. I prefer the half foam roller because you're not worried about falling off of it. I have my clients sit on the front edge of it with their legs bent and a little bit apart with the feet. Roll all the way down onto their back. It's super important that you always have your legs bent when you're laying on the foam roller. If you have your legs straight like this, your lower back is going to be very angry with you the next day. So keep them bent and keep your feet flat on the floor. My head is on the roller, my tail is on the roller. My arms are just down by my sides with my palms down to the floor. If you just want to lay here for a few minutes, it's a great thing to do before you go to sleep. It relaxes your back, it relaxes your spine, it lets your chest open, just kind of reminds you where your neutral spine is supposed to be. But one thing I like to do is bring the arms up to the ceiling, and I like to take an inhale and lift my arms up, and then an exhale and let the shoulder bones come back down, and kind of wrap my shoulder blades toward the roller a little bit. And I do that again. I inhale as I come up, and exhale and float those arm bones back down. Take my hands to my shoulders, put my two elbows together, try to touch them, and draw a nice big circle with the tips of my elbows, just to mobilize my shoulder girdle and open my chest, especially if you've been leaning over a computer all day. And then reverse your circle, elbows down and around. Remember, these are movements designed to mobilize you. These aren't exercises designed to make you stronger. And bring the arms back down. I'm going to take one leg and I'm going to bring it up to tabletop position. For me, tabletop position is a place that is easy to hold, not hard to hold. So my knee is going to be slightly closer to me than my hip joint, and my heel is going to be slightly higher than my knee. This is an easy place for me to be. And now I'm going to join it with my other leg, and when I do that, I'm trying not to arch my low back. So I'm trying to keep my belly button pulled into my low back as I bring my other leg up to join. Legs are just apart, my hips try to relax, and I just stay here and let my body assess where it needs to be. In doing that, my hip flexors relax, and I just lay here as my spine elongates. To go back down, I take a deep breath in, and then I exhale, and I keep my belly button pulled in as I bring one foot right back where it came from, and then I bring the other foot back down where it came from. I might do it again, starting with the left leg instead of the right leg, and just do the exact same thing. Belly button pulled in, left leg back down, right leg back down. Good. And then I'm going to mobilize the low back. Push the low back down into the ground by pushing your feet into the ground and curling the tail under. And then release it back down. And now I'm going to arch the back the other direction, just a little bit. Arching should only go as far as it feels comfortable, just like a little mouse could run underneath your low back. And then bring it back. And then again, I curl the low back down toward the roller, use your feet, curl the tail under, and bring it back. And then a little bit of arch in that lumbar spine, and come back to the center. I'm going to take a nice deep breath in. On my exhale, I'm going to start to roll up. My nose is the first thing to move. My nose moves down, my shoulder blades go down, and I just roll, and I'm only going to where my waist is still on the ground, reaching past my knees. When I come back down, I just roll each vertebra, trying to touch each one onto the roller, and I take my arms up over my head. If you have a shoulder issue, be really careful not to let the arms go too far. You might have to hold them in your peripheral vision. Otherwise, let them stretch, and you can circle them out to the side, opening the chest with the palms up, letting them just drag back around toward your hips. And again, inhale, and exhale, and nose moves first, shoulder blades glide down, and then I reach, and I'm just a little bit past my knees right here. And then I roll it back down, one vertebra at a time, and then stretch my spine out. Feels so good. And then open the arms around, all the way back around. To get off of the foam roller, I usually just have people just lay to the side and pick themselves back up. I hope that those exercises will help you. They're really great to do every day, especially before going to sleep at night.